We've run a project here with the LLS based on river health. We took a 2 kilometre section of Big Jacks Creek and basically stock fenced it. And what we got out of that project was really a dramatic improvement in the water quality. We've now got our banks all grassed up, and we're slowing down the flow of water in the creek. And what that means is we've really got a lot more water in the creek all of the time, and we're getting more trees and vegetation grow. The reason we wanted to do the project was really the creek was a bit degraded, with the cattle virtually living down in the creek every day, and they plough the banks when it's wet, and when it's a dust bowl and it rains, then it washes all the dirt away, and then next time it rains, the cattle come in and plough it again. So we had a bit of a degraded creek. We had very few trees and the vegetation was pretty poor. So the two main components of the project have been the provision of off-stream water, because when you're fencing out the creek, the cattle no longer have access to there to drink. So we had to provide a couple of troughs. We had to rip in some underground pipe to get to those troughs. And then the fencing was a major section, which we did about 3.2 kilometres of fencing, I think. And I guess one of the other things that happens is the rehabilitation of the creek itself, which actually hasn't been any effort of ours. We didn't do any creek structure work. We just basically fenced it off and let the vegetation catch most of the debris. It's formed a lot of structures. It's picked up the water level in the creek, and we've got a lot cleaner water in the creek because of it.
So Roger, we're talking leaky weirs, and we were looking at trying to build some. Now, is this one of the ones that you've had a go at?
No, we haven't built this at all, Tim. It was basically just fallen timber that's washed down in the high flow events that we have, and it gets caught up in between the trees there and basically builds up a bit of a pool. And it's actually lifted the water level here, and I'd much prefer to have the water sitting in the creek here than gone. We did the project in the middle of that pretty significant drought that we had recently, and at the time it was sort of questionable, what were we going to achieve? We had no water and we had no grass. But really, we're 12 months on from when it started to rain again, and the difference in the creek is just night and day. It's absolutely fantastic. There is no dirt around the creek area at all. The vegetation is fantastic. We're starting to see a lot more trees growing and reeds growing that are going to hold these banks even better.